northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Escapes the puck. Oh, he lost the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Cuts right. Across the 20, continuing to work. And they finally get to him at the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. They kick the running back in motion. Daniels on first down. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
A tight end in motion now. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal. Daniels. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Gets this one to Andrews. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10, here's Jackson. Gets himself free. And this time they're gonna get there and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and 16 at the 40-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on third and long. Breaks free in the center of the field. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Jackson's gonna go on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go, second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 49-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at first down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in and already they're close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. Complete Derrick Henry. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. And it's as we expected, partner. The call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. First down throw for Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good from Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give right side to Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Ravens calling on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
We'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give left side to Brown. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Commanders looking to add to their advantage. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. Complete beyond the marker. He's still going at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On first down, here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. The back's got it. And that's a Washington touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 21, Ravens 10.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 20-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Andrews. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He's got the squiver. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 27-yard line.
Aguilar, the receiver, in motion right. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Play made by Deron Payne. Just 1 yard on the play, and they're left with a long 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. Andrews with the catch. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And he brings it in. They go for 2 and the tie, and it works out. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Robinson on the inside give. This is ahead for about 5. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 37. It's caught Eckler. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Daniels. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. We're still tied 3. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 19-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take over after the interception along the 23.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders double their lead to 14.
Ravens 21. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Now it's Lamar. Chased out to his right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Jackson trying again on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they give to him on fourth down. It's a sack and a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover?
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Second and 3 now. From the 41. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
They're out and set, first and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Daniels off the play action. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
He finds Aguilar. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now to throw. Forced out to his right. He'll get this to Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Buys time, and it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point would give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Setting up to pass. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Brought in right side.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. This game now resting on the try from Austin Seibert. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away.
Yeah. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Now Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down to the 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin. 63 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw is Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Daniels looking to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost...
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. To the air goes Daniels. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw is Daniels. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Look at the big fella go. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 87 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back fourth cup. This will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. The 20. 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Olamide Zaccheaus. 48 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Right side and caught by Kohler. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Jackson now. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and unforced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Baltimore. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Daniels looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, 28 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Open man, that's Henry. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, 70 yards. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet. Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Down to about the 23.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Again, it's Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort